Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is August 7th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing the Dow 30, that's DIA, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only because, as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right. I don't know what's going on there, but let's zoom here on this quarterly chart. Maximize this quarterly chart, resize the screen, and see what we see. Zoom on in here a little bit here. Get these candles a little bit bigger where it might be a little bit clearer for some. And what we see is an all-time high this month already, and we're above a yearly both this yearly R1, which is a very strong bullish sign. We did make all-time highs. We've made all-time highs this month, and we're looking very good at this time. We do have higher lows and higher highs continuing on in this uptrend that we've been in at this time. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, let me zoom in here like this. Again, on this monthly chart, what we're seeing here, we are above our 9-10 moving average, saying technically we are in a bull market. We're quite extended off our pivot. Again, based on my trading plan and my trading strategy, that's a real strong bull sign with green candle, with this month making all-time highs and all. And we came up to a resistance 1 level right here, this green line, and kind of pushed back. Again, that's just this is the second month of the quarter on these quarterly pivots. We're there real fast. They've gotten there kind of fast. So again, the market may be just taking a little bit of pullback. Again, I wouldn't get too concerned about it because right now we still do have higher lows and higher highs, and I kind of expect this thing to keep going higher. And crazy market at this time. All right. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly picture and see what we see there. I won't say noise, weekly picture here, but this week was a real crazy week. But you can see, based on last week having this doji like it came up, like you say, was the trend reversing? With this close above that trend channel that I just created, was it one of those ones? Get ready. For this thing to go higher, which it did, and as you can see, this week we did make all-time highs. Let me pull this back down. Also, that you can see we got close to an R3 level, and this thing pushed back down a little bit and ended up closing below an R1 level. So again, still a very strong bullish market closing above, our R1 at this time. So everything is looking pretty strong, even though that's quite a bit of a pushback, from that R3 level that it almost got to. But let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. On this daily picture, this thing has gapped up crazy. Don't know what was going on, since I'm not one big to watch the news and see what's happening out there. I don't know if it was just earnings stuff or something else was going on out there. But look at these big gaps that this thing was making. The thing is, gap. These are gap up. Then we, like I say, on these weekly pivots at this time, we got way above, extended above an R3 level. Like I say, a lot of times when it gets to an R3 level, everybody sees an R3 level who like use SVE pivots. Are probably a pretty common pivot that's out there that a lot of people use, and you usually get little pushbacks like what you see happen there. So again, a lot of times, like I say, you get to S3, sell, no recommendation. But as we can see, what happened here. It definitely would have been very scary if you'd sold like right away, but getting that confirmation, coming up here and beginning to the downside would have been a good, but again, it's a point to take off any profits that you may have. No trade recommendation. A good point to take off any profits, and maybe get short or sell your cover calls at that time if you're there, and be okay selling your stock at that point if it does end up going higher. But based on what we're seeing right now, let me go ahead and clear some of that up. What I'm seeing right now, I do kind of expect the market to continue higher. I kind of see we may open up above pivot again. And again, those pivots are going to change come next week. We're going to be opening up above pivot. Our R1 level is at 548 that we can see there. If you can see that, 550. 556, our R2 level, and our R3 level at a 566. You know, 550 might be a round number that this market might want to slow down at. As you can see, our all-time high was at 546.75, just below that 550 number. So again, we got to see what maybe that's going to be resistance level. That's going to be resistance level anyway, since that's our previous high for the previous week. Where this market may have a problem and do like it's been doing in the past, gapping up above that mess and all these different gaps that we got here come last week. So again, be careful, be careful, be careful about shorting. Still trying to short this market at times because you think it's high and hot and too hot. You can get burned if you get in the way of this thing heading up like it's heading up. No trade recommendation still, just based on your trading plan and your trading strategy. Just trade accordingly. Be safe. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really have at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Like, subscribe. Let me know. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.